Hi, welcome to another episode of Hot Takes. Be afraid. Be very, 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 very afraid. Mick Lynch, Lynch the Grinch, has said that now that Labour are back in charge, it's time for the unions to regain their natural place in the workforce. He wants unions in every company. He says he wants everyone to have union access. He wants unions to regain their former strength, and he wants unions to take control of the economy. He says it's been far too long and that the unions have been whittled away and made powerless under many, many years of Tory rule. I think he's forgetting about all that time when Blair was in charge, perhaps. But he says that the unions need to be in control. They need to be accessing number 10. They need to be working hand in glove with a Labour government, and they themselves being responsible for directing the policies when it comes to work and companies, etc. If this were to come to pass, watch as every company in Britain leaves, closes, runs away, fires everybody, and just dissipates, because no one can run under the Marxism of Mick Lynch and his mob of absolute buffoons. He's militant. He's the head of the RMT, but he's a militant leftist. But he says that as well as having a political officer in every company that the Labour Party want, he says there should also be union representation as well. That's fine. Will there be any actual workers in these companies? Who knows? But that's the way it goes. And it comes as the party themselves are now running in fear. The Labour Party are now running in fear of the unions. How can they possibly refuse what Mick Lynch is suggesting? The unions, of course, are the paymasters. They have to obey what Mick Lynch and his cronies say. Otherwise, they ain't got no money. Weird, isn't it? The Royal College of Nursing, for example, of basically rejecting the government's offer of 5.5%. They want 20%. So you see, the unions really do have the power now. And so it is beholden upon this Labour government to check the unions. But the unions refuse to bend the knee. Britain would be finished if Mick Lynch and his like took over all the companies. One only has to remember British Leyland in the 70s, and for younger people, it was hell on earth. Or the miners going on strike, the 3-day week, the power cuts, that sort of thing. Thankfully, no more miners. I don't mean it in that way. I mean, I actually think we should have mines open. What I mean is, thankfully, no more mining unions. They were far too powerful. The problem is these people have got a little taste of power now, and they're exercising it, and they know no bounds. But they will still be very strong union leaders, even when there are no more unions, because nobody will have a job. The whole country will grind to a halt, and who can blame them? If I was a business owner, I would be looking to mitigate any potential loss, to maybe move capital offshore, maybe ensure that a lot of my workload was capable of being done by people offshore. After all, if you can work from home, there's no reason why home can't be in India. Companies are finding this out now, and all those workers who insist on working from home are finding that out as well. If a company's forced to not actually have premises, it's not forced to hire British people, is it? Bada bing. Unions, eh? Thick, stupid, a product of their time, absolute dinosaurs. And it is time they were extinct. Thanks a lot. Bye.